Hi friends, it's Julie. I've been getting a lot of questions from clients about things they can do in the holidays to keep their Pilates practice up, right? So we all have to take time off. I am in the middle of taking some time off. But to help my guys out, I put together a little downloadable PDF of 5 really simple Pilates exercises that they can do every day. So I thought I'd make a really quick video to show you them, and if you're interested, I'm going to share them with you too, and you can download them and have a little go. They're really good fun. I picked them because 1, they're my favourite, and 2, they, when you run them together, will give you a full body workout, and also they are super quick, so you can do them like in 5 minutes. Often I'll do them when my dinner's on because that's my danger point and I'm always snacking. So to keep me from snacking and eating rubbish while my dinner's in the oven, I'll kind of do them at that point. So have a little go and see what you think. The first one is a plie squat. You come into a wide-legged second position. I think it's called in ballet. You turn your feet out, so you're externally rotated from the hips. You can have your arms out in a straight line, in line with your shoulders. You find your nice tall spine. So you're drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Your glutes are on to open your hips, and the crown of the head is lengthening up, and your weight is nice and even through both feet. So arms are in a nice T position in line with the spine, and you just squat down. And then you press back up. So working inner thighs, glutes, pressing back up, lifting through your pelvic floor, drawing that belly button in towards your spine the whole time. And breathing, of course. Pressing evenly into both feet. And that is it. So you kind of look to do, I don't know, between 8 and 10. If you are enjoying it, do more. And you can always go faster. And you can always hold down, and then you can bring some little circles if you want to work the arms as well. Just keep drawing that belly button in towards the spine. You can take the circles the other way, relax the shoulders and the jaw, make sure that the arm is going up, down and round, up, down, back and round. So you're getting that full range of movement, and then just press back up. So that's plie squats, that's the first one, or one of them. And then we're going to come down to the mat. The next one is a spine curl, which is just so lovely for mobilising the spine. Suffered terrible chronic back pain in my 20s, and I used to do this all the time. I've actually used this a lot in my life for when I feel really stressed as well. My dad was really unwell with cancer a long time ago, well 5 years ago, and I often used to spend my days at work and at night in hospice, so I didn't ever move really, and I was always kind of stuck in that kind of 90 degree position, seated position. So I used to come home from the hospice and do these quite a lot, just put the lights out and do them in the dark. So they're a nice one, I think, to get the spine moving, to open the hips, open the shoulders, get the glutes working, and actually I find them quite nice if you can get into a flow with it as well. Anyway, spine curl. So we're hip distance and parallel, back of the head, back of the ribs, back of the pelvis, all really nicely weighted down into the mat. Feet, heels in line with the sit bones, and the weight nice and even to both feet, yeah? Allow the collarbones just to open up towards the sky. So really relax the shoulders, let the shoulders, the collarbones open. Feel those shoulder blades heavy into the mat. You can have the arms down, or you can have the arms up for more of a core challenge, more of a stability challenge. You're breathing in. As you exhale, you tuck the tailbone underneath you to flatten your back, pressing evenly into both feet. You start to wheel the spine up from the base of the spine. Keep your chin in line with your breastbone. Starting from a neutral position, coming back into neutral at the top of the position. So here, looking for the hip bones to be nice and even. The knees are reaching forward, glutes are firing. You're going to make sure that the ribs are joined down on top of the pelvis. So you've got your nice core connection and everything's hugging and wrapping around your centre line or your midline. And then you're going to soften from the breastbone and release down from the top of the spine all the way back to neutral. So bring back your little gentle curve in your low back. Make sure your gentle curving's in your neck, and wheel up and down as many times as you like. 8 to 10 is a good benchmark, but less or more if you have the time and the energy. So keep reaching the legs away, keep the feet even, the weight even on both feet, releasing each time to neutral. So straight up, smooth, open through the hips here. This is so nice. And then soften at the breastbone, smooth down the centre, all the way back, releasing, into neutral. So that's spine curl. I think I had oblique twists. So again, rotation. I just love anything rotation. It's the first, we call it a plane of movement or type of movement you lose as an adult because you stop kind of playing, basically. So it's a really good one to move your upper mid back, which gets really stuck and sticky through all sorts of things, stress, driving, sitting, whatever. So this is a nice one. Again, we stay in relaxation position. Your lumbar spine stays neutral, low back arch stays nice and gentle where it is. Widen through the collarbones. Allow the elbows to release to start with. And then just bring them into your side vision. And then I always find with this, if you curl up first, piece by piece, and then take your little twist. So you're going to try and stay in line with the middle of your body as you twist. Back to centre, and then lengthen all the way back down. So chin to chest, curl up. Imagine you're joining opposite rib to opposite hip. Good. So when I say stay in line with the centre, what I mean is don't come up and just haul your elbow to your opposite leg. We stay nice and open in the body. This is a rotational exercise for the upper mid back. Also working your core. You're staying nice and neutral here. Lengthen back down. Working those obliques, which help protect the spine if you do suffer from any kind of low back issues and give you that nice open posture as well. So that's the oblique twist. Good. If you think of having an X, you're joining when you come up and over that X, those two X points, opposite rib to opposite hip. Try and get that nice rotation in the spine. Think which direction's my spine going, opposite rib to opposite hip. So that's the oblique twist. And then from there, whilst I'm on my back, I think the next one or one of the others is the single leg stretch, which is like one of my all-time favourite Pilates exercises. So to come into this, there's a couple of ways you can do it. There's a classical way, which is the kind of proper Pilates way, or you can kind of hug your knees in towards your body, your belly. Release your low back, release your tailbone, bring the hands behind the thighs. You can curl up. You're looking really just to get to the tips of the shoulder blades. Draw the belly button down towards the spine. Widen through the collarbone, so lift the elbows so you're nice and wide here. And then you can just come into single leg stretch this way. So we're switching the position of the hands. We're working the core. Just a little coordination, stamina, because you're meant to do quite a few of these, and it's meant to be really quick and dynamic. And the leg stays in line with the hip the whole time. You're switching the hands. One hand crosses the body, one hand goes down towards the ankle, outside hand always down. That's the way to think of it. Good. If you want to do it the classical way, you start from relaxation position, you stack the knees over the hips, you join the feet together, you keep the knees apart, but you keep them stacked. I find it easier to curl up. So curling up towards the centre point. So curling up towards my pubic bone, and then I bring my hands to the outside edges. I am nice and neutral in my pelvis, outside edges of my thighs. I'm externally rotated at my hip. I stay externally rotated, and then I stretch one leg away as I draw one leg in. Same position with the hands, and then you stretch, keeping rotated at the hips, and reach. Stretch and reach. Keep wide through the collarbones. Keep neutral, try and keep lifted off the tips or just at the tips of those shoulder blades if you can. So that's single leg stretch. When you've had enough of that, like I say, 8 to 10 or more if you can. That's quite an intense one, but it's a really good full body one. And one that will just get you a big burst of energy right before your dinner. Good. And then I think the next one was tabletop 2. So again, we start in 4-point kneeling for this. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. So knees under hips and wrists under shoulders. We press the mat away. So really active. We're always really active in Pilates in our start positions. So fill that space between your shoulders. No sinking here between the shoulder blades. Press the floor away. So that space here, your upper mid back, is filled. So active, yeah? And then knees are under hips. Wrists are under shoulders, And then just turn your little smile line of your elbows, the creases, to kind of face towards each other, so they're kind of neutral too, and have a little soft bend. And then you're going to lift your abs away from the floor, make that core connection, so pelvis, ribs, rib to hip, belly button to spine. Wrap those abdominals round, and then we're going to keep our arm and our leg in line as we move. So breathing in, as you exhale, eye gaze just straight down between the two hands. You're going to just slide one leg back, slide the opposite arm forward, keep them in contact with the floor or the mat, whatever you're on, and then you're just going to lift them so they're in line with the shoulder and in line with the hip. Keep drawing that belly button in towards the spine. Find your balance, nice and active in the shoulder. See if you can get as much flexion in your shoulder as you can, and then just draw everything back in towards your center point. Same on the other side. So keep in line with the shoulder, keep in line with the hip. See where you can get to. Remember, everybody's range here will be completely different. So just work. Try and keep the hip closed as well, but just work to where it feels comfortable for you, where you feel that you're getting a workout or a stretch. Reach the fingers, reach the toes, and then back to neutral. Press your bum back towards your heels. Take a little stretch here through the spine. You can restack when you're ready. So those are my 5 simple everyday Pilates exercises. Give them a little try. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment. And if you'd like to download the little guide that goes with it, it's just a PDF. Then you can click the link. I'll put it in the description of this video, and have some fun with it. And I hope you're having a fabulous summer. Stay safe, drink water, wear your sunscreen, and get your face mask on. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.